It feels like a relic of yesteryear when a rivalry is built on tainted water. But as these fans know, the Little Brown Jug history is a long one, and when it's on the line, everyone is thirsty for a sip of victory. Glad to have you with us from Huntington Bank Stadium. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
The Golden Gophers have one of the most unique on-campus stadiums in college sports. Formerly playing in the Vikings home field, now back on campus, Huntington Bank Stadium has brought that college spirit back to Minnesota. Reese?
All right, Holly. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will get the football first. The Gophers put up quite a fight for the Jug last year, but it was the Wolverines pulling out a close one.
And that's not a surprise. Michigan dominates this series, and they own the Little Brown Jug. You might as well put Wolverines on it as much as they've won it. They need to make sure they set the tone early. Don't give Minnesota life. Show their dominance early in this football game.
You know, you had to wonder last year if a lot of those players at Michigan maybe weren't thinking about, you know, the rivalries with Penn State and Michigan State and obviously Ohio State at the end of the year. Minnesota is not a program you can overlook, though, because they are tough and they are scrappy, and they're coming for that Little Brown Jug.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Underwood. He's going to take off. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Handoff to the lone back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got his man.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. He's got his man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. In the lore of the Little Brown Jug, guys, it originally was just a water jug that Michigan wanted back, and Minnesota told them, well, come win it if you want it so badly.
Yeah, listen, I mean, it's not the most expensive-looking trophy out there for sure, but listen, it was important. I mean, it was helping hydrate people back in the day, David, so, you know, get points for that.
Not expensive, but you know what? Anything that drives the hate between people and the animosity, sign me up, bro. And so we got to play for it. It means something, and people argued about it. Little Brown Jug, man.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Underwood. Zings it complete to the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Under fire. Oh, he makes the catch. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll try to power their way ahead. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Going to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Looking for space. It's Marshall. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. With the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Powers forward. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Third and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Here's Underwood to throw. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Michigan.
And how about that drive to start the football game? Like, you want to not give up points? Don't give the other team the football. They held it the whole first quarter. Now they punch it in. They've shortened this game and done the most important thing, put 6 on the board.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Golden Gophers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like, you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Motion from the back. To the air. It's Lindsey. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
It's very early in the college football season, but this coaching staff has to be very pleased by what they've seen from their quarterback. He's making real good decisions, and he's been accurate. That was his 100th completion early this year.
Fires to the big fella. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
This rivalry dates back to 1892, but it was in 1903 that fielding Hurry-Up Yost was worried that Minnesota would contaminate his water supply, hence the start of the Little Brown Jug.
How about that, man? A little tampering back then, a little, you're gonna fix the game, mess with my players, and I think all of those things, it's really cool to learn the backdrops, Jesse, of rivalries and how things are named the way they are, and why the hatred usually runs so deep.
And you know what's interesting is a lot of these players on the field right now, they probably don't have any idea of the history and how interesting that is. All they care about is adding.
There's a crease. He's at the 10, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Minnesota. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Throwing. Underwood. Gets open down the middle.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
The give on the counter. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He might want another play. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Connection to the right. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. The Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Now, a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Underwood. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Wolverines! All that may be in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor. And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
I caught up with Minnesota's head coach at the half. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Open on the right side, that's Smith. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Trying to pick it up on the ground. Still on his feet at the 35. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The give is to Taylor. Got a little grass. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Golden Gophers are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that's crazy. 1 second you're the offense and you're thinking 2nd and inches, we're taking a shot, we're in a great spot. And then you give up a sack, and now all of a sudden you're in 3rd and long and you're thinking, uh-oh, we got to convert this. But we're giving the ball right back to our opponent.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. The Golden Gophers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The play action fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
And man, that is exactly what you wanted to see from this offense to start the 3rd quarter. Like, the passing game, it just wasn't in sync. It wasn't where it needs to be. You dug yourself a little bit of hole, Palmer, but coming out like this, throwing, trusting your quarterback, putting a drive together, that's got to be a good sign.
And this is where the coaching staff really makes their money. When you can go in at halftime and switch things up and make the changes you need to make to your game plan to find that rhythm and get it established. That is such a great way, you're right, to start this thing. And now for this offense, it's about keeping it going and trying to stay one step ahead of the defense.
Direct snap. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the team.
Play fake, Underwood. That's caught. It's Marshall. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The lone back's got it. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Breaks into the open. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. You force them into third and medium. Now you get a situation where you're playing pass, but, man, got to do a better job of keeping that rabbit in the cage. Don't let him outside the pocket, because when he does, you see right there, he chews up 10 quick and gets that third down conversion.
Maybe some room here.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
The Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. On the run, it's Marshall. Knocked off his feet.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And they'll pass on the 50-yard field goal attempt and go for it on fourth down from the 33. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Lindsey. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over him. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. These corners going to give them some space. Using the quick game. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Wants to return it. Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. Touchdown Wolverines. They've got the lead here in the fourth. The whole thought process is just get the ball back and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. Late in this one, not a lot of mystery. They have to have points on this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Taylor. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Quick completion on the out route. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. And last time they punted it, went back for 6. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So here comes the Michigan offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Here's Underwood to throw. Bringing the heat. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. The Gophers will take their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Quarterback making adjustments. Throwing, Underwood. Got it in the middle, it's Buchanan. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Now it looks as if we have an injured Golden Gopher on the play. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. From the gun. Give on the inside. Timeout taken by Minnesota. That's their 2nd. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Using his legs, it's Marshall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Timeout called by the Golden Gophers, and that's their last one. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Third down and 1, and this is why they call it a gut check. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down, and he's still going. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
This trophy has been around forever, the oldest in the FBS, and for much of that time it has been controlled by Michigan. And once again, it is the Wolverines taking the little brown jug away from Minnesota. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Nittany Lions will kick off first, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wolverines offense will get the ball first. And here comes Bryce Underwood. We've been waiting to see this good-on-good, explosive offense, stingy defense. We'll see who has the edge. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. Oh, they're after him. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Handoff to the single running back. There's some room. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed. Stopped in the backfield.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got it. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on it. And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Going with the counter play here. Turning it on! When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Underwood. Here comes the heat. Out of the backfield, he's open. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Underwood. They're setting up the screen. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
And
That's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Here's Underwood to throw. Here's a heap. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that's a frustrating end to a promising drive. I mean, you get the first drive, you start to go down the field, get in the enemy territory, thinking you might get points, and you do what you can't do. You make that mistake, put the ball on the deck, defense recovers, and gets the momentum in this football game.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking to throw, it's Beck. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a 1st down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's 1st down. Now on the counter.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Throwing, Underwood. On the run, fires downfield. On target over the middle. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful a reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. And they've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. The hand to the running back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He's got it on the run. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
The Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Michigan!
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hole, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Now the play fake. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Makes a stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. The run inside. It's Hansen.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
defense gets set for second down. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. It's complete to the right. Breaks free, and he might be, oh my goodness, he's still moving. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
To the ground. He's got it again. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. On the move. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the ground. He locked up and held on to bring him down. Penn State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He's got enough for the first down, and they might get some extra. It looked like a face mask to me. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's first and goal on the 1. Barrels ahead. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Michigan!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively. Ready to try the point after.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use a timeout instead. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Makes the grab. It's Sowell. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Quick tempo, no-huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. To the air, it's Beck. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
I caught up with the Penn State head coach coming out of the locker room. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. The give on the counter. There he goes. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front seven, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to adjust the pattern. Underwood throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. He rifles one deep to the left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Dropping back, it's Beck. With the catch, it's Howard. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man on the right. Breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Looks as if he's going to run it. Here's a look. Got enough space. Touchdown, Penn State. And that one will give them the lead.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They go play action. Bryce Underwood. The sure hands. It's Marshall. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Here's Underwood to throw. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big game. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. They'll give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Got the back over the middle. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker. The Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
Back to pass, it's Beck. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. So the final period starts with a second down play. Running inside, it's Hansen. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Nittany Lions will punt it away on fourth down. They'll look to pin him deep. Catches it at the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. The give out of the gun. Finding some room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
And the Wolverines, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might be changing the route. Looking for a crease. It's Marshall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Underwood. Zings it complete to the right. Open space at the 25. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
We're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice game by the offense.
The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Will be an alley. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
This offense right on the doorstep. They can grab the lead late as time continues to wind down. They'll run it. It's Marshall. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, Michigan! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Penn State will spend its 2nd timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested.
Makes a grab and room to run. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Got to run it now. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Penn State with the response.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime? Or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So here comes the Michigan offense. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop and you can save every second you have.
The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Right back to the well. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going to the running game. Might have a chance. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the run, it's Marshall. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this to take the lead, and it's getting late. On its way, it's gone! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds. Fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.